TT. We are live in Douglas at the grandstand here, and I am now in the studio being joined by one half of the Kneen duo brothers. It is Ryan Kneen. Ryan comes from a family of road racers, father Richard, brother Dan and 4 uncles. They are all former racers or just motorbike enthusiasts. Ryan, your poor mum.
I know, yeah. I feel sorry for her, to be honest. But yeah, she seems to just keep quiet and let us crack on.
She seems to enjoy racing though, doesn't she? Because you just mentioned to me earlier that she's actually a marshal.
Yeah. I think she's been marshalling at the Quarterbridge since '08. Since me and Dan first done the Manx, and done it ever since there, really.
It's great to have the marshals out on the course, and I can't even imagine what it must be like as a marshal, being a mother of 2 racers out there. I mean, do you ever talk about it, what it's like for her?
No, not really. No, I've given her a few ways before, but no, I just get on with it, really. Yeah.
Well, we're delighted that you are here in the studio with us, and we are live on our Manx Radio TT Facebook page as well. Mark Tiley has got the controls, and he's waiting for your comments to come through and your questions, and any friends of Ryan, keep them clean and I can read them out. But it's great to have Ryan Kneen in the studio, and Ryan first entered road racing in 2007 when he entered the Derby Clubman race and won by an amazing 58 seconds. But when did you first actually get onto a bike, and how old were you?
2005 it was, end of 2005, and I was 16, had an old 400cc bike, and it was like 400 quid I think. And that was it. Just got better bikes since then, and that was it.
Well, it's obviously in the blood there because, as I said to you, your father, Richard, is a keen motorbike enthusiast as well. Just tell me a little bit about Richard's background.
Yeah, I don't really remember him racing because I was only young, but he was second in the Newcomers Manx 1982, which was before I was born, so yeah, I didn't really see any of the racing, only the early 90s really, and I don't remember much anyway, I was just so young. So.
Do you remember spending any time in the paddock at all?
No, not really. I remember being up Derby a few times, but yeah, I was just too young to remember, to be honest.
Well, it is definitely in the blood because you are the brother also of Dan Kneen, and I know that we've talked to you about the past, and this interview is about you, Ryan. It's not about Dan, so we don't need to talk too much about Dan, but for anyone that doesn't know you as a brother duo, how well do you get on with each other? Yeah,
not too bad, yeah. We just, just see him in the daytime and just... don't know really, we're just getting on with it. Both got bikes to ride and stuff, so yeah, it's good.
Now you are doing 2 very different things because Ryan, you really are a privateer, and before the show started we really did talk about what you are doing here in the paddock. You're doing everything, aren't you? And then you've got a brother that's full factory. Just tell me a little bit about what you have to do to get here to the TT.
Well, obviously I wouldn't be able to do it without my sponsors. Charmer Builders, he owns the BMW. Rob Brew, he helps me massively as well, on the 250s and 600 that I'm riding here as well. But yeah, I like to do everything on my own anyway. The bike, I know it's done right. It's not too bad really, I like doing it.
You also push your bike through scrutineering, and the next thing is you're on it, then you leave it in the paddock, and then you just get in your van and you go home. I mean, what is it like living and breathing the Isle of Man at this time of the year and doing everything?
Yeah, it is a bit weird. You're doing like 100...
hang on a minute, I can see that your brother's just walked past. He had to do it, didn't he? There he is.
Yeah, little gimp. No, it's just, I don't know, you're doing like 180 mile an hour on the bike, and then, I just come in and I'm just as relaxed as normal. I don't know, it's just second nature, I suppose.
Is it quite comforting being on your home course?
Yeah, but I don't do any laps, to be honest. It's not the same. You can do 1,000,000 laps around here, but I know where I'm going already, so nothing compares to riding the bike around here. So, but yeah, it does feel good because I already know it so well. Yeah.
As I said earlier, we are live on our Manx Radio TT Facebook page, so do please leave any comments for Ryan and I will try and get to those after the break. Let's go back a little bit then, because I want to talk about now, we just started saying in 2007 you're in the Clubman's race, and also you made your debut at the Manx Grand Prix in 2008 and you won the Newcomers A race. What was that like?
Well, I didn't really know the course that well or anything, to be honest. Yeah, it was a bit of a it was a shock winning it, but I was against Ivan Linton. He's on a 750 in that class, and yeah, it was good. It was wet and foggy, but it was ace. I loved it. I couldn't wait to come back the next year.
When did you make your debut at the TT?
2013. Bought my own brand new 600 Kawasaki, and then with help from Dave Molyneux, we got it sorted and got to the TT. Yeah, it was good.
And you had a really great newcomers race because you finished in the top 25.
Yeah, I think it was 22nd or 23rd in both races. But yeah, I done 120 mile an hour from standing start and stuff, that's all I wanted to do really. And then yeah, that was it. It was mega.
And also in 2013, you made your debut at Oliver's Mount, didn't you, as well? But it didn't go according to plan.
Yeah, I went there with Dave Molyneux, and yeah, first race, first lap, got knocked off, got rode straight into my leg, and that was it. Couldn't walk for 2 weeks and missed the whole meeting really. But I haven't been back since, to be honest.
So you've not gone back to Oliver's Mount since then?
No, it's not like I don't like the circuit. I love the circuit, but I don't know. I just don't fancy getting knocked off again there just before TT.
Also, it's the expense of it, I guess, with the machinery as well, because there is a massive cost involved for a privateer, isn't there?
Yeah, that's it. You couldn't do it on your own unless you were, absolutely loaded. But I can't do it without my sponsors. I'm be knackered without them. I just wouldn't be racing. Simple. So I'm lucky, really.
So how much off-island racing do you do?
Just go away at the start of the year to like Anglesey or Alton Park to get my signatures, and then I'll see how it goes. Might be doing the Ulster this year. Not so much really. Mostly just do the local roads really, like the Southern TT. So yeah.
You're very well known up in Derby, aren't you?
Yeah, well, yeah. I like riding up there. It's good. It's a really good track for setting your bike up around here because it's so bumpy. So it's good. It's good to have a track that we can use over here, to be honest.
Which road race meeting would you say that you enjoy the most?
TT, obviously. Well, classic TT as well. Had good results there and stuff as well.
Yeah, let's just talk about those results because you do well in the classic TT.
Yeah, 2013 I was first 750 home, third overall in the F1 class. And then riding Rob Brew's 250 in 2015, we won that, and yeah, it's been really good, to be honest.
Which bike have you enjoyed the most riding? Or should I ask that again a better way? Which bike have you enjoyed riding the most? I don't know if I asked that right now.
I don't know really. I like riding any bike, to be honest. But I suppose the race round here in 2015 on the 250. That was it was just mega. I don't know how the thing held together for 4 laps with me sat on it, but it was ace. Just really good feeling to finish and win. So yeah.
You said to me earlier in the year that you're going to be the fittest rider on the start line this year. Now that is fighting talk. So I need to ask you now, how fit do you feel right now?
Yeah, I feel mega on the bike. Absolutely no problem on the bike. Obviously, my leg's not really a problem either. After breaking that last year, I thought it would be a problem around here, but it's not really. I don't think 6 laps would be a problem, to be honest. Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit more about your broken leg just after the break. Do make sure that you keep those comments coming through on Manx Radio TT Facebook page. We'll get those to Ryan just after the break.